Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to Say It Now, Say It Loud. So, if this is your first time here, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so you can get those notifications. And let's get it cracking. All right, guys. So, today we are talking about kind of a sad story. Definitely, I feel like it's not right. There's a young lady in Iran who's 20 years old. Her name is Saba. Let me see if I can pronounce this right. Saba Kord Afshari. She was sentenced to 24 years behind bars on Tuesday, including a 15-year term for taking off her hijab. So, if you don't know what a hijab, hopefully I'm saying it right. It's the covering, like the veil that the Islamic and Arabic women wear over their heads. So this young lady, she was sentenced by Tehran's Revolutionary Court on Tuesday. She stood trial last week on charges of spreading corruption and prostitution by taking off her hijab and walking without a veil. Also, she was charged with spreading propaganda against the state and assembly and collusion. So I'm guessing the spreading propaganda against the state is most likely basically her just going against their laws and rules and regulations. Also, assembly and collusion. It was reported that this is not the first time that she was warned about the situation. It has been several charges or warnings brought against her. And being that she's a civil activist, of course, she's going to stand up for what she believes and still protest. And, she was actually trying to get other women to leave the home without their head coverings. So, I mean, the government officials, they're definitely not here for her and her movement or whatever it is that she's trying to do. So it says they increased her sentences by one half because numerous charges and previous records were filed against her. So it says both her and her mother's name is Rahile Ahmadi. They were involved in White Wednesday protests in which girls and women removed their compulsory hijabs and reveal their hair in public. So they were basically trying to entice or influence other women to do so and go against the laws. The only thing I have to say about this, I mean, of course, she's an activist. She's going to stand up for what she believes. That's the whole point of being an activist. But I definitely think that there should be a little bit of common sense thrown in there. Of course, yes, you don't like what's going on in your country. You want to change it, but there's some other ways you have to go about doing so, especially doing it in public and just basically, a lot of people, especially the law and people in charge of in the upper, how would I say it, ranking presidents and other officials, they are going to look at this as if she is mocking them. They're not going to be very happy about this, especially with Iran being a very, how would I say it, the Islamic or Arabic culture in the Middle East. They really and truly don't believe in women, spreading their, or not just spreading, but just showing themselves or flaunting their body. It's very different than being here in the United States, which really makes me very, very appreciative. I understand that, yes, we're not completely 100% free in the U.S., but guess what? We have more freedom than these other countries, and, people are still getting, negative feedback as far as what they're wearing, just like the doctor on the plane who was wearing the romper. But she's not being sentenced to 24 years out of her life. That is a long time. I don't agree with the 24 years, 15 years. I don't agree with none of it. I don't even care if it was 2 years, 1 year. It's definitely unacceptable. So hopefully something changes. Maybe with this situation happening, I'm not sure about the laws in Iran. However, maybe somebody or something could be sparked from this, and some type of conversation could be had to protest or maybe change it. And, I just honestly ask God to soften their hearts, because you have to have a very hard heart to just take away 24 years of someone's life. I understand, yes, you're in prison. However, being in prison is just like your life being taken away. There's nothing that you can do. That's a long time. That's a long time. There's no way around it. So, yeah, definitely hope something can change for her. She's only 20 years old. Imagine spending all of your 20s, 30s, and then half of your 40s in prison, away from your family. Not only are you away from your family, not only is your freedom taken, the ability for you to, have children and just have a normal life is taken. I wouldn't even say normal life, because what they're living over there in those countries aren't even normal lives. But freedom, a little freedom outside of incarceration or confined walls and buildings, that's still considered some type of freedom. So definitely hope things turn around for her. Definitely sending up a prayer. Guys, that's pretty much it for this story. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Say It Now, Say It Loud. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.